What up? It's your boy Wall Street, and I'm back. I have some heartbreaking news to give to you all about one of my favorite players on the Washington Wizards, Mr. Anthony Gill, who has been waived by the team. And Anthony Gill has been with the squad since 2020. He's played 230 career games, all for the Wizards. His career averages of 3.4 points per game, 1.7 rebounds, and 9.4 minutes a night across those 230 games. He started 15 of them. And obviously, Anthony Gill is not a guy that plays a lot. He's not a guy that, is going to put some crazy numbers on the stat sheet. That's just not him. But this guy, because being the Wizards fan that I am, I watch every single game, right? There might have been a couple that I missed this past season because I knew they weren't going anywhere. So I was like, all right, whatever. But they had a pretty rough season, won 18-64, and I was still watching pretty much, call it 65 to 70 games throughout the season. So I've seen this dude on the bench cheering on his team like no one else. This guy has to be one of the best locker room presence in the league, right? And he doesn't have as much experience as, some of those older vets that, were all stars and then they wind up just kind of riding the bench towards, the twilight years of their career. He's not that guy, right? But he will literally, he's the last one to walk in the locker room at halftime. He's dapping up every single one of the guys on the court. He's waiting for the dude that's doing the halftime interview, all that. He's just like the team coach that's also a player, right? And I think that might be where his career is going. He might, turn to coaching. Who knows? It was pretty interesting because this past season, him and Malcolm Brogdon were college teammates. I think they might have actually been college roommates. I'm not sure, but they obviously both played for the University of Virginia. I believe Anthony Gill is from around the area. He's from North Carolina, so not exactly from Virginia, but he's obviously spent a lot of time around the DC area being, he was at Virginia from 2013 to 2016 and then was with the Wizards from 2020 up until, this past week, basically. And he spent some time in the EuroLeague, the early part of his career. He went undrafted in the 2016 NBA draft. So he might head back to Europe to go play basketball there. I'm not sure, but man, I will miss seeing Anthony Gill on the sidelines. He wasn't getting paid that much money either in the grand scheme of things. He was making a nice check. Obviously, he's an NBA player, but it wasn't like we needed to cut him for cap reasons. And, I'm not sure why the move happened. I think it's just to, now the Wizards are accumulating a lot more players in the draft, a lot more young talent. They just want to have as many roster spots available for those guys that are really going to, be a part of the team in the future. And I assume they just did not see Anthony Gill being a part of the team for the future. But I'm a big fan of Anthony Gill. Again, I'm really going to miss seeing him on the sidelines. He's just a great energy guy. So Anthony Gill, if you're listening, I hope you're, doing what's best for you. I hope you, do some coaching, all that, because you need to be around the game of basketball. People who are playing basketball need to be around a guy like Anthony Gill because he brings up the morale of the entire team. So shout out my guy, Gill, and I'm going to check you guys later, man. Stay up, stay blessed, stay safe, stay humble, handle business, stand on business. Peace out.